Have you seen this algae before? If you have, you probably hate it. I know I do. Today, I'll share 5 tips that have helped me get rid of it. Hopefully, they can help you too, so that you can enjoy an algae-free aquarium. Tip number 1. Nutrition distribution. The main cause for this type of algae is nutrient deficiency or imbalance. So, a few of the tips in this video are going to be targeting that problem. The first thing I want to talk about is distribution. Plants grow by using light, CO2, and other minerals to feed themselves. Let's focus on CO2 for a minute, because it's one of the most basic needs for plant health. You could be using liquid supplements, an injection system, or even just whatever is being produced by gas exchange and your fish. Regardless of what you use, the goal is to evenly distribute this gas all across the tank. And the way to achieve this is with proper water flow. Take this tank as an example. At some point, I decided to place the filter outflow in the back. I did it so that my betta could swim in front of the tank more easily. But now, the stem plants have grown too much, and the water flow has been restricted. You can clearly see that the stems are doing fine. They are getting plenty of CO2. But the carpet is suffering and is being overtaken by algae, mainly due to water flow issues, causing uneven nutrient distribution. Tip number 2. Temperature problems. Going back to this tank, this aquarium wouldn't have been affected so fast if it wasn't because of temperature issues. Remember, this is a betta tank. They need warmer temperatures the most. And algae grows faster in warmer temperatures. High temperatures are not causing the problem, but they are fueling the problem. Ideally, you want to keep your tank at around 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 degrees Celsius. Interestingly enough, if you solve the underlying cause of the problem, temperature won't really matter that much. As long as you don't go too high or too low as to damage your plants, you can keep more temperature demanding fish like bettas or rems without having algae issues. If you are finding this video entertaining, please like and subscribe for more weekly content just like this. Tip number 3. Exposure to sunlight. Photosynthesis begins when plants are exposed to light. Sunlight fuels the photosynthesis process. In our aquariums, we use artificial lights to mimic the sunlight. And don't get me wrong, there are some amazing lights out there. But if you have a planted aquarium, you probably have your light on a timer, which turns on when CO2 levels are at the right amount. So what happens if your tank is exposed to sunlight before that? The photosynthesis process will begin without the proper nutrition. It's like having a broken TV connected to an outlet. There's no purpose for it. And even worse, algae is opportunistic. They don't need as much nutrition as normal plants do. When that sunlight hits, the only thing you are growing is algae. So keep your tanks away from your windows or any kind of sunlight exposure. It will save you a lot of trouble. Tip number 4. Hardscape is a part of the equation. When you use liquid fertilizers, the manufacturer will tell you how much to use per gallons or liters of water. If aquascaping is something you enjoy, you are definitely going to have some kind of hardscape in there. And if you're anything like me, you might have more hardscape than water. You have to account for this. The manufacturers won't do it for you. They have no way to know your specific conditions. If you fertilize your tank as if you had no hardscape, you could be over-fertilizing by huge amounts. And anything that doesn't get used by plants, it will definitely be used by algae. Tip number 5. Remove anything that you can by hand. After you find the underlying cause for your algae problems and fix it, you're still going to have to deal with the algae that's currently in the tank. Normally, I would add some extra algae eaters to get rid of it. Once they're done, I move them to another aquarium. Now, if you only have one aquarium, this might not work for you. So you might have to do a bit of work and get rid of it manually. Don't go crazy with it. You don't have to remove every last bit of algae. Your plants will take care of that. Healthy plants will outcompete algae for nutrients. Before you know it, it'll be completely gone. Those were 5 tips that I've found to be useful when dealing with this type of algae. Hopefully, they can help you too. See you next week.